So now I'm just going to show you using it wet. And I'm going to be demonstrating with black because I'm using both blacks wet. All I do is dip my paintbrush in water and I just rub it on the surface of the cake. And currently I'm only rubbing it on one side because, well, with the black, no, it doesn't matter. I was trying to save the other side to use it dry, but I just didn't like it dry. Okay, and then you'll get a nice creamy consistency. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And it does take a little bit more effort, but not that much more to where it would slow you down. So now this is using my black wet. Okay. So it works really good wet. You know, some people were saying they were scared of getting their paints wet and then they wouldn't be able to use them dry again. I also read online that what you can do is if you do that, you can go back and scrape the top layer of wet paint off and then you'll be able to use it dry again. I don't know if it works, but I would just do a test on a little corner of the palette, just like right here maybe, and see if you like the consistency of it. Now you can see on my black paints, I think, I don't know if you can see that, I tested it right here. So if I didn't like using this wet, I could go back and use it dry. So let me rinse my brush out completely and I'll show you on the other side what this looks like wet. Okay, and I'm not reloading my paintbrush so that you can see how far the paints actually go on your face when you use them and how often you have to reload. Now if you look closely, this side is a lot darker than this side. Okay, the black lines. And then also up here you can see that it started to fade out right about there. And then on this side, it just started to fade out already when I was down here. I had to go over this a few times. Okay, so I would have to say that for line work, the Ben Nye cake does go a little bit further when you're using it wet. Now, one of the things I did not like about the Paradise is that there's only one pink, and it is a really light pink. This is their pink, okay? Now, the Ben Nye colors, there's three pinks. There's, what is this? Hot pink, passion pink, and then there's fuchsia. And I really like that you have an option of 3 different pinks. I wish the Paradise would come out with more pinks because I use pink a lot. Now, one of the things I did want to say though is that the passion pink is not very much different than the hot pink, and I like the hot pink a lot better. It goes on a lot better, so I'm just going to show you that real quick. So this is the passion pink, and then this is the hot pink. There's a little bit of a difference, but not enough for you to buy both, and if you had to choose between the two, I would get the hot pink and not the passion pink. I thought the passion pink would be a little bit of a lighter pink, and that's why I wanted to get it, but it ended up being really, really close to hot pink. One of the other things that I wanted to note about the Ben Nye paints is that the colors in the cake, when you use them wet, they apply a lot darker, and then once they dry, it's lighter. Okay, here, let me show you. I don't know if I can be on camera the whole time while this is drying, but at least I'll show you. One of the things I did want to say is that I got the gecko green in the Ben Nye, and it just does not work very well. But the dark green, I don't remember what color it is, emerald green, works really, really well. It's a very smooth consistency when you're applying it. It works really great. It works great with the paintbrush as well. Now, if you have the other light green, I don't know what it's called. It might just be called light green. If you have that color and you use it wet, please let me know how that works for you, because I really don't like this gecko green, and I might just buy the other green. Okay, so I'm going to apply the green on my face. And as you can see, it looks all streaky. This is not a good example of how the Ben Nye colors apply. Like I said, this is the worst one out of all of them. The other ones apply very opaque, very nice and smooth, just like down my nose, the center of my face. However, this green just, it's not loving me right now. But this is light green, but as you can see, it's really dark. Okay, so what you want to do, well, actually you don't want to do anything, you just want to let it dry. So I'm going to fan my face for a little bit. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, so one of the other things that I did find out is that I don't like the smoothie blenders. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't really work for me. I think it makes a really big mess when you rub it around the top of the cake. However, the sponge to me works pretty good. If you like the smoothie blenders and they work for you, go for it. But I do like these little sponge applicators that I got. Now, smoothie blender, I think they're like $6 or $8. These are 10 cents, okay? And I just do the same thing as I would with a smoothie blender, and I just rub it over the top, okay? And then any powder that's left on the top of my cake, I just tap it, and that usually picks it up. And then I just apply it to my face. Just like that. Okay, and I also like that I can make straight lines with these. Okay, and I'm sure you can do it with the smoothie blender too. I don't know, I just like the shape of these a little bit better. I don't find that they're hard on my face, so you might want to try it out on yourself and see how you like it. And if you think that it's a little too rough, then, you know, maybe these aren't for you. But they're 10 cents, and, you know, for you to find something else that you like just as much as the smoothie blender, 10 cents is worth it. Okay, so I think this is dried a little bit more, and you can see that it kind of lightened up a little bit. It's kind of the same color as the Starblends grain that I used dry, okay? Just a little bit darker because it's wet, but yeah. And then these, you can see they rub off just a little bit, but nothing, you know, big to be concerned about. Alright, I hope I look crazy enough for you, and I hope you learned something and enjoyed this video. Alright, I will see y'all later. Bye!